Welcome, everyone, to the first ever unveiling of Début waterfront residences in Barrie, Ontario.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Real Estate Investment Today, where we give you a sneak peek at world-class real estate investment opportunities. Now, for those of you expecting a Zoom call, relax, you're in the right place. As esteemed agents, you are the first to get an exclusive sneak peek of this world-class project. And I can tell you, you have never seen anything like this before, in a downtown location on a lake outside of Toronto. So, on that note, let's get on with the show. Today's show is all about getting in early. Getting in early on a city that's on the rise and getting in early on a condominium project that will redefine that city's downtown. I'm talking about Barrie, one of Canada's fastest growing cities. A city that commands some of the highest rental rates in Canada and the only city on the shore of Lake Simco where houses on Kempenfelt Bay are valued north of $11 million. And in a world forever changed by COVID-19, where today people crave healthy surroundings, sales of waterfront properties saw an eye-popping 85% increase from June 2019. All right, before we dig into the details, let's welcome our two guests. They're here to share with us why they believe Début will be the best real estate investment opportunity in 2020. First, you know him and love him as the unflappable, charming, and handsome managing partner of the Condos store marketing systems. Please welcome Mark Cohen. All right, next, he's a visionary, an artist, but is most comfortable with a hard hat and construction boots. His visionary boutique condo in Toronto's Queen West neighborhood, Art Condos, led Queen Street West's renaissance and was dubbed by the Globe and Mail as one of the top 5 condos in Toronto. Let's give it up for the legendary developer, Gary Silverberg. Very nice, gentlemen. You boys are looking very sharp.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
And I'm super excited about today as well. Very much.
Excellent. Well, Mark, I'm going to start with you. You've been in this business for what, more than 30 years? You started off with a City Place with 10,000 units. And of course, you practically built the East End while at Tribute, and you cut your teeth in Mancus. You've really seen it all, Mark. I want to know, what's so special about this project?
Well, thanks for that, Jeff. Let me start by saying 3 things. First and foremost, the numbers. The numbers absolutely make sense. You know how tough it is to find projects that are literally no-brainers. This is one of those projects.
All right, so hold on a minute. What do you mean by that? Explain.
Well, I'm talking about buying low and selling high. I'm talking about one-bedroom, waterfront downtown condos starting in the mid-400,000s, compared to Toronto's average price of a condominium just under $1 million.
Okay, so the numbers make sense. What's the second point you want to make?
Well, second, my friend Gary Silverberg, we've got a proven developer. We've got a visionary. We have someone who has designed every inch of this project inside and out. He can't wait to get this thing built, and neither can I.
That's really important. And the third thing, Mark, what are we talking about?
Well, third is Barrie. Barrie is on the verge of a boom. Barrie is quickly becoming the best investment opportunity in the GTA, with over $1 billion earmarked by the provincial government for infrastructure improvements. It's a city whose moment in the sun is strictly right in front of us.
Well, I understand that the city is also projected to grow significantly in the next 10 years. Is that correct, Mark?
That's absolutely right, Jeff. 210,000 new residents in the next 10 years. A $54 million Georgian college expansion supporting 3,600 international students from 65 countries, and a booming tech center. You know what that tells me? That tells me that's a lot of rental income.
To add to Mark's point regarding rental income, if you don't mind me interjecting for a second here, I want to tell you that Barrie commands the second highest rent in Ontario and third in Canada behind Vancouver, Burnaby, and Toronto.
No kidding.
Yes. But it even gets better. Barrie has the fastest growing one-bedroom rental rate in Canada, so watch out, Toronto and Vancouver.
Well, those are all great points. Mark, Gary, thank you for that. Now, Gary, I can tell you've got a lot more to say.
That's right, Jeff. I've got a few things that I want to just put on the table here. I'd like to start with waterfront. I know Mark's touched on it, but nothing is more sought after than waterfront property. Don't ask me the psychology, don't ask me the sociology, but the bottom line is life by the water is always in short supply and high demand. Barrie's waterfront is insane, and it easily rivals Toronto's waterfront in terms of access and beauty. But that's subjective. Let's just say, if you want some stats, go to rentboard.ca. There's plenty of places you can get more stats on it. Waterfront property, generally, according to them, commands a minimum of 25% in premiums over other properties. And do we ever have waterfront?
Well, I've seen your waterfront, and it is absolutely beautiful. Now, Gary, I understand you've also got a world-class team of architects and interior designers. Is that correct?
That's right, Jeff. Thank you for bringing that up. Our project will feature world-class architecture and leading-edge interior design, which we're bringing to the revitalizing downtown core. But to give you perspective, that's a great plus for why the downtown's booming, but I'll give you one that's a little easier to understand. One of the big catalysts to why downtown Barrie is about to boom. In January of this year, that's 2020, 9 months ago, Début, which is us, changed the zoning policy in Barrie to now allow high-rise condos.
Well, hold on a minute. You're telling me that before you did that, high-rise condos weren't allowed in the city at all?
No, there's no high-rise. We're the first. Once we were approved, it set the precedent. Some of Canada's biggest developers.
Like who?
How about Smart Centers? And how about one of the biggest managers of apartment buildings, Greenwind, bought land in downtown Barrie because they saw the opportunity. It was really, once they're in, it's a fait accompli.
No, for sure, absolutely.
So Début, Jeff, is going to change forever the landscape of a revitalizing downtown Barrie. And it's not just because it's the first 33-story tower in Simcoe County.
Oh, wait a minute. The first tower in all of Simcoe County? The first
yes,
33?
Okay, that's and meeting
impressive.
at an intersection of where a city meets a lake. But it's more than that. It's not just about height, which is great, but it's about Début will be Barrie's new central hub. It's a city block in downtown Barrie. It has integrated retail on all 8 sides.
8 sides, how does that work?
That's because there's a pedestrian arcade down the middle that goes right to the new farmers market, the transportation hub with public transit going everywhere in Barrie, and the waterfront right next to it. And then it's also connected to Dunlop Street, the main downtown street, connected to all the restaurants, all the retail. You've really never seen anything like this in a downtown location on a lake.
Yeah, and I just want to add, an amazing selection of suites. 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom suites, many with dens. Some really innovative and new accoutrements that we've put into the suites, and of course what you'd expect in terms of finishes, state-of-the-art finishes, European kitchens, spa-inspired bathrooms, and a whole array of amenities and finishes that you just haven't seen. It really is something else.
Well, that sounds great. Now, here's a question for you, Mark. When's the occupancy date?
I'm glad you asked. Many people will. The building will be ready in the summer of 2024. A very friendly deposit structure is available for everyone in their inbox at the end of the show, and all kinds of details about incentives and commissions and incentives for the clients as well. And it's something you must pay attention to, of course.
Well, I'll tell you something. You guys have absolutely piqued my curiosity. The question is now, are you going to let the cat out of the bag? Are we going to let people see what we're talking about here? What do you think?
Think so?
Yeah,
Sure.
Jeff, sure. Show the clip.
Well, let's do that. Tony,
Roll it.
let's cue up that clip. Wow. Impressive, Gary and Mark. Debut on Barrie's downtown waterfront. I am completely blown away. This is awesome.
You know, thanks, Jeff. You know, I think it's really important to emphasize what we're really talking about here. You know, if I may, I'd like to do a Cohen's top 10 list on the reasons Debut is a no-brainer. Can I do that?
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay with
Let's
you?
do that.
Great.
What are those?
Just found these here.
Cue cards?
Cohen's top 10. Number 10. Our world-class architects and interior designer are so brilliant, they designed a building that twists, so 87% of the suites have views of the lake.
87%.
That's 87. Number 9, amenities. The best amenities, period. Spa rooms, a yoga space, a business center, a lobby with a soaring 25-foot ceiling.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Very nice.
Number 8, a 7th floor outdoor space like you have never seen in your life, with an infinity plunge pool overlooking prestigious Lake Simco.
Now that would be beautiful.
Get yourself a worksheet.
Okay, I will, thank you.
Number 7, suite design. These floor plans are the best in the business. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites, many with dens. Great for personal use and even better for 4-season rental income. Every single inch maximized with features and finishes, 9 and 10-foot ceilings throughout. Number 6, the best of urban living at your front door. Every side of the building has curated retail to service residents and the already bustling downtown core, adding tremendous value to this formidable offering. Number 5, features and finishes galore. The best of the best. Everything you can imagine, everything you'd expect, and some things that you didn't expect, some things you've never seen before.
Terrific. Okay.
Make sure you read. Number 4. Number 4 is a great one. This is a very easy building to sell. After comparing prices to waterfront, downtown properties anywhere, including our great city in Toronto, I'm sure you'll agree. After purchasing a suite at Debut, my own suite, I'm going to have enough money left over to buy a boat. I need golf clubs. I'm going to get another jet ski for my kids.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to get 3 jet skis for my 3 kids.
3 jet skis.
I think I'll be able to save that much money by buying here.
Incredible. Wow.
Number 3, speaking of jet skis, best waterfront views, period. I repeat, 87% of the suites have views of the lake. Number 2, of course, Barrie rents keep going up, up, and up. Toronto rents are going down, down, and down.
Okay.
And number 1, the number 1 reason why buying at Debut is a no-brainer. Can I get a drum roll?
Yeah, let's get a drum.
Yeah.
Tony, a drum roll, please.
Well, the number 1 reason is because you're going to get in early before the boom. Take advantage, enjoy, and good luck.
Great, excellent. Tony, I'd like you to now roll that final clip. So, after watching all of this, I'm sure you're wondering, how do I get involved? Tony, why don't you tell them the details?
We've set up a password-protected broker portal that will be emailed to you in the next 10 minutes, which has all the beautiful renderings you've seen today, floor plans, and a digital version of the brochure. Plus, in the same email, you'll be receiving an information sheet that answers the 2 most important questions. Number 1, what's in it for you? Number 2, and how will your client benefit? Read your email. Contact information is included. The team from the Condo Store Realty Inc. will be waiting to show you and your clients the 3D model and walk through floor plans with you in a safe environment. We are practicing social distancing and adhering to strict health and safety guidelines, but the team can't wait to welcome you to learn more about Debut in person or virtually. DocuSign will be available. We will be sending instructions containing pricing, commission, suite and building amenities and bonuses for your clients to your inbox momentarily. As well, for those waiting to see the future site of Début in person, downtown Barrie, we can arrange a turnkey trip to Barrie. Again, please check your inbox for all important details. Thank you for joining us for the debut of Début in this episode of Real Estate Investment Today.